Hey guys, I'm going to walk you through a goal setting session for June. I know I'm going to get this recording up to you a little bit late this evening, probably. It's Thursday. But the goal is to complete this recording and a little walkthrough sometime in the next couple of days, and then comment some things in our accountability chat over the weekend before the end of the weekend. So the first thing I want you to do is get a clean sheet of paper, and you're going to write your May team points at the top. Underneath that, you're going to write your May personal enrollments. Then you're going to write your May team enrollments. And then you're going to write your current Leaders Retreat credits. So you want a snapshot of your business, right? So what is your previous month points, personal enrollments, team enrollments, Leaders Retreat credits, okay? And I know some credits haven't rolled in yet because month end hasn't closed, so that you might have some rank up or consistency credits or whatever. That'll just be gravy, right? So just write out where you're at right now, and we'll do some comparison and some goal setting with that. Okay. Underneath that, maybe draw a line or something to separate it. You're going to write your point goal for June. Don't overthink this. I would shoot for something higher than you think is even possible. I would really go for it. You can always adjust later if needed, but you might as well get out of the gate sprinting, right? So write your point goal for June, whether that's going to be a rank advancement, whether that's going to be a rank maintenance. So maybe you're re-ranking, or you want to make sure you keep your same rank as last month, or maybe you want to get halfway to your next rank or a quarter of the way to your next rank. Whatever that looks like, write what that point goal would be for June, okay? Now, we're going to walk through how you're going to develop your personal and team enrollment goals, but you can throw out some numbers now if you want to see kind of where that lands you. If we want to have, 6 personal enrollments or 3 personal enrollments and 10 team enrollments or whatever, maybe note some of those things out right below this. And then I would write out what your Leaders Retreat goal will be for the end of June, or how many more credits you want to achieve in June, right? So that's what you're going to write kind of under this snapshot section. Okay. And for the Leaders Retreat section, credits wise, you're going to be, as a reminder, getting credits for enrollments on your levels 1 and 2, retention for your levels 1 and 2, consistency, so maintaining your highest paid rank between June and April is the look back period for this year. So whatever your highest achieved rank was during that time, if you're maintaining at least that this month, then you're going to get consistency credits for that, or if you rank advance. So rank advancement is also compared to the look back of June through April. So if you maybe you aren't holding your rank, maybe you're a gold ambassador, but you haven't been holding gold, and you've been at this paid as the senior silver rank January through April. That is your rank entering the Leaders Retreat contest. So if you do re-rank to gold, that's actually a rank up credit scenario in Leaders Retreat, okay? So I'll let you go look at the Leaders Retreat credits. That's not what I'm here to do tonight, but I want you to be aware of where you're getting credits so that you can really maximize the contest, maximize your effort, and map out where you're getting credits from, right? So what you're going to want to do now is analyze your numbers. I always say if you don't know your numbers, you don't know your business. Team, big or small, if you have no idea where your points are coming from, you have no idea what your business is doing, okay? So the back office might feel scary, but get into your virtual office, click on the points and rank up column, and now you're going to count subscriptions. If you have a small team, maybe like gold and under, you're going to count where those subscriptions are, so you can use the point table in the compensation chart. If you want, ask me or ask in our chat if you need access to that. You can also go in your help center and ask, or type in compensation plan summary. The comp plan summary will come up, and it'll tell you how many points you're getting for each one of those orders in your virtual office. Okay, so you can look up your subs and see what your points are going to look like with people with subscription set. You're getting points for VIP customers who are ordering 50 PV and above. You're maximizing your points for people that are ordering 100 PV and above. So look at what their subscriptions are set for. If you have a smaller team and you want to you can manually add those up. Look at where you're going to end up. If you have a larger team, maybe gold, senior gold and up, you've probably heard me if you've been in accountability group for a long time. You can go to vo.pointforecast.com. That's a website that my husband Jason has set up, and you actually export your data from your virtual office and you upload it into his website, and it'll give you a ranged forecast that you can kind of play with, and some information on where your team is at. If you need help getting into that and you haven't accessed that before, send me a message and I'll help you get into that. And then after you've counted up subs and uploaded your export into vo.forecast.com, if you're using that, you're going to want to maybe look back at last month and see who manually ordered. There's going to be a bunch of people on your team that probably don't have subs on anymore, and they placed an order last month. Either they turned their sub off or they put in a manual order because they've never had a sub on. So they just ordered something kind of randomly. So note who those people are, because those might be people that you want to connect with and make sure they're manually ordering again. And so count up what kind of points that would look like if those people ordered again, and kind of keep them on a short list to connect with this month. That's another little sidebar list you want to make, like manual order people, right? So I would take the subscriptions that you just counted up, maybe some manual orders that if you want to add those in, and I would probably subtract about 15 to 20% for attrition, because people are going to quit. Some people are going to quit. They're not going to order. They're going to skip a month. They're going to skip the summer, whatever. So a really good estimate of that is 15 to 20% of your people not ordering. So after you've added up your subscriptions, with the various point values, maybe added in any manual orders you think you can count on, or you want to add into your calculation, subtract 15 to 20%. That's going to give you a really good estimate of where you're going to end this month without any additional orders or enrollments. Okay, that's just naturally what would happen if nobody enrolled anybody. So that's going to be kind of where your team is at. So now you can take a look at that point goal that you want to have at the end of June, see what your projected point value is really going to be with the state of your team currently. I know it's hard to know with people ordering manual and stuff. And look at how many personal and team enrollments or additional orders, right? Maybe the manual people, or you want to get people to turn their subs on or whatever. How many additional orders are going to be needed to achieve this point goal, right? So you want to map out exactly where these orders are coming from. This is probably the most important part of this goal setting session. Are these new orders coming from you, personal enrollments? Are they coming from your level ones that you're helping get restarted? Are they coming from you helping your level ones refer other people? Is there someone on your team who's already sort of sharing, right? Is that person looking to go silver or senior silver? How many orders do they need to go silver or to go senior silver, right? What's their difference in orders? So how does that affect your goal setting, right? So this is where, before I was saying you can throw out some personal and team enrollment goal numbers underneath your June goal setting section, but this nitty gritty here of really analyzing your numbers of where your projected points are going to be this month, what kind of manual orders are going to come in, take that attrition away and compare that to your point value goal. That's where you're going to decide where your enrollments and orders are going to come from. Okay. So you want to really take a look at how many enrollments you want to be on the hook for, how many enrollments you want your level ones to be on the hook for, or if you have a larger team, your levels 2s, 3s, and 4s, right? You want to pay attention to where these are coming from and map out how many points those are going to be to you. Okay, is that going to get you to your goal for June, your point goal, or your rank advancement goal, or your rank maintenance goal? And then you are going to look at what Leaders Retreat credits these are going to get you, okay? So if you're trying to help people order, maybe who turn their sub off, then this might be somebody who has enrolled since March 1st, which gives you retention credits in the Leaders Retreat contest, right? Like maybe you want to target those people to help them reorder this month, because you also get Leaders Retreat credits in addition to points. If it's going to be personal enrollments versus your level 1 enrolling somebody, that's going to be a different amount of credits and a different amount of points to you and your business, okay? If this all is gibberish to you, message me and I'll help you break down the point values in your virtual office. But this is how I think when I'm setting up goals for the month ahead. I like to look at the current state of my business minus attrition, any potential manual orders, and then look at what my projected goal is for the month and analyze where those enrollments are going to come from. So like in this chat, when we all communicate, what enrollments we're going to shoot for at the end of this month. If one of you is saying, I'll have 3 enrollments, somebody's going for 5, someone's going for 6, somebody else is going for 3, and then they're also helping a level 1 enroll 3, that gives me an idea of where enrollments are coming from, right? So it's a good idea to get with your level 1s, get with your level 2s, whoever's sharing on your team, right? Or interested in sharing, right now and understand who is interested in referring or, enrolling for the incentive or ranking up or whatever, and noting out where all those enrollments are going to come from. Because if you're saying I'm going to grow by 200 points and you have no idea how you're going to get there, well, good luck, right? Because it's hard to know where you're really going if you don't have a roadmap, right? So that's how I want you to, map out where all of your enrollments are going to come from. Every point should be spoken for, even if it's a projection, right? If you want to help one of your new level ones from June immediately sign up their mom or their sister or their husband, or your goal is to help one of your newbies from this month have an online event and go silver, right? Even if they're projected goals of enrollments to come in, you want to earmark those so you have things to shoot for. I know that Erica, shout out to Erica, she was working on helping some of her level ones just refer one, right? She was taking some of the pressure off of, going silver and rolling three. She was just helping some people refer one. And she had that last month. She had some people just refer one because she put a really big focus behind that and it grew her team enrollments, right? So you'll have your personal enrollments, your team enrollments, and now your June point goal to look at for the end of the month, and also to compare all month long, and you'll have an understanding of your Leaders Retreat credits enrollment wise, right? So that'll factor into what your goal Leaders Retreat credits will be. Okay, moving on. Note in here in your enrollments, if you're helping somebody go silver, or if you're maintaining a rank, ranking up, all that, you're going to get consistency or rank up credits for your level 1s and 2s. So revisit the Leaders Retreat breakout sheet that tells you where you get all your credits from. I'm pulling it up in front of me right now so I can see it. So like when you sponsor somebody and then have that level 1 go silver, you're getting credits for them. So your level 1s rank ups are giving you Leaders Retreat credits as well. So revisit that. I'll drop that in our chat so you can see where all those points are coming from, the snapshot summary, and write that down. Okay, next, when you're in your back office, take a look at the people who have enrolled since March 1st. I alluded to this earlier, right? But anyone who enrolled since March 1st, when they place an order of 100 PV or more during the contest, anytime, you're going to get retention credits for that person in your level 1s and 2s, right? So take note of who has their subscription on to give you retention credits this month for Leaders Retreat that enrolled since March 1st. So you can record that as a projected Leaders Retreat credit coming in, right? Then take a look at who does not have a subscription on for 100 PV this month. Those are potential retention credits that are sitting there, not being cashed in on yet, right? And so if you are looking at the enrollment credits that are coming in, maybe the consistency or rank up credits that are projected coming in, and you're not quite where you want to be, adding to these retention credits, then it's time to start digging into some of those enrollments that came in since March 1st and be connecting with them about possibly reordering in some fashion, right? So you can get with them about their consistency, helping them get back on the wagon if they took some kind of break or they fell off or whatever, or they ran out of product or something. Get with them on that, revisit their goals, okay? Get their buy-in on this is a decision that they made to invest in their health, right? Do they still want your help? Is that something that they're interested in pursuing? Maybe they need some new products. Maybe you need to recommend something new. Maybe something's not working and you haven't really had a conversation about it, right? So it's nice to pinpoint each one of the products and ask how they're liking that, how it's working in their day, the effects that they're seeing from it, what they're noticing about each one of the products that they're on. So it's really good to kind of revisit that conversation. Or just get with me or your sponsor to develop a plan of attack if there's somebody you're not really sure how to help. Maybe they aren't responding. Maybe they, said something wild or negative or something last time you talked to them. Whatever. We're here to help. But if you're, really not seeing that your points are adding up or that your Leaders Retreat credits are adding up to where you want them to be, I would first start with these people who have enrolled since March 1st, because you're not only going to get points for their order, you're going to get Leaders Retreat retention credits for their order. So I would start there. And also they're the people who maybe just fell off the wagon very recently, so it'll be easier to get them back on, easier than someone who quit 8-10 months ago, right? So these people who enrolled recently are going to be easier to kind of bring back in. So the next thing you're going to want to do, if you feel like you're not quite where you want to be with points and Leaders Retreat credits and all that, you're going to want to reach out to all the people in your, organization or in your levels 1 through 3, especially the people with a subscription on, and share with them the promotion going on that they're going to get 250 perks credits. Also like $35 in commissions for just one referral. And 250 perks is like $25 toward a free product. So if they have their subscription on, they probably already have a bunch of perks, and they can add basically $25 in perks to that. And they're also going to make like $35 in commissions. Or if they choose not to upgrade to brand ambassador, there will be, I believe, $20 in product credit automatically loaded into their account. So that is the difference there. If somebody chooses not to upgrade to brand ambassador, their VIP account will default to product credit at, I believe, $20 when they order a welcome pack. So it'll be like $20 toward their next order plus $25 in, free perks rewards credits. So I would connect with everybody and just see if that's something they're interested in you helping them with, right? Just in your conversations over the next week, try to connect with all your people in some fashion. Just asking them, hey, is there anyone who might also enjoy this? Because this month for referring one person, you can earn $20 to $35 plus another, 250 perks or $25 in free product credit just for having one person order through your referral link or referring one person, that orders the triplex, that great gut health combo that you're loving. Is there anyone that comes to mind? You can rephrase that however feels natural to you, but you see what I mean? And honestly, I would feel free to message anyone on any level of your team with something like that. You're just helping promote the incentive for the month. And, if they do want to refer somebody and want some assistance, you can always, if there's like a sponsor between you, you can always connect with the sponsor, get a three-way chat going, or help them directly, whatever. It's just nice to also like help other people's teams along the way, right? So we call this tap rooting in Plexus. So when you can kind of dig down and connect with somebody and just offer a helping hand, sometimes it can be really helpful to, the upline and the sponsor. It like helps everybody's points, right? Helps everybody's points, everybody's Leaders Retreat credits. Like even sitting here right now, I am getting, Leaders Retreat credits for my level 1s and 2s. And there's people in this chat right now that I get 0 Leaders Retreat credits from. That's not really what it's about. It's more just about helping people and helping you guys grow your businesses, right? So even though it maybe doesn't help me all that much, that's not really my intent, right? I just want to see your guys' businesses grow and you hit your goals and all that. So feel free to, reach out to everybody on your team and see if anyone's interested in going after that referral incentive. Of course, there's the other freebies for enrolling 3, but I love the stair-step approach that Plexus is starting to take. That worked really well for Erica last month that I brought up, that just referring 1 and getting this sweet bonus, right? So make sure you've gone through and asked everybody about that, because those little onesie twosie enrollments are things that you want to revisit like all the time. Every time there's a new incentive, I go through a new batch of people and ask them if they're interested in me helping them earn that. Because over time, people think of other people who could use things, or they learn more about different products, and they start to think of, their mom, sister, friend, babysitter, neighbor, whatever, who struggles with XYZ can probably benefit from Plexus, right? So their answer one month might be completely different the next month. Or they might be really interested in earning some extra money or earning money toward their products or whatever. It always changes. So I just revisit that all the time. So once you've kind of gone through the people and asked about the current incentive, one thing you really want to make sure of is that you've gone through and asked all of your new ambassadors or new VIPs from May about sharing in some fashion. So having an event to share and see if anyone wants to do this with them, shooting off a quick message to their 5 closest friends or family to see if anyone would like to be their accountability partner, keep them on track, maybe posting about their excitement of starting Plexus or getting going or any preliminary results that you can celebrate with them, or asking them to give you a shout out. Would you mind giving me a shout out and helping you get started on this health journey, because it really helps me grow my business. I'm excited, to help you. Do you think that you would consider, shouting me out on social media? We have scripts for that. If you need a shout out script, let us know. If that sounds like something you want to pursue, we have scripts for you. So just ask for that if that sounds like your vibe. We've got some of those. But those, again, are ways to get, little enrollments and little signups here and there to have people have accountability partners to keep them on track, keep them consistent, keep you getting those retention credits, but also to give you, obviously more enrollments on your team, more Leaders Retreat credits, all that. But I find that people tend to not quit if they have someone to do it with and if they have a paycheck, right? If somebody has enrolled a friend and gotten paid for that, they're now on the hook to keep their friend consistent and their friend's on the hook to keep them consistent, right? So usually that person is not going to be quitting Plexus anytime soon. So accountability partners really work. And it has been shown, I'm going to probably butcher this statistic, but it's something like if we can keep people on Plexus products for their first 90 days, they're like 80% more likely to still be on the products a year from now or something like that. It's a big number like that. So maybe don't quote me exactly, but it's something like that. We were told that as Jules on one of our calls, that it's like a pretty alarming statistic that, people, if they're consistent and stay on the products for 3 months, they're like way more likely to still be on the products a year from now. So pretty cool. All right. Once you have mapped all this out, you've got a couple checklist items now, right? A couple activities to go do. We need to have a clear understanding of when we're going to be doing these things. Okay. Your own sharing, follow-up, customer care, your Plexus Day stuff. You need to know when that is. Like, when are you doing it? Are you transitioning to summer? Are you going on vacation? Are you taking a long weekend? Are you gone in the middle of the week this week? Look at your month ahead and see when you're going to get that 45 to 60 minutes of work in every day, even if it's in little tiny chunks or if it's in one big chunk in the middle of the day or at the end of the day or first thing in the morning or whatever. Have a clear understanding of when you're going to get that done. Talk to your family. Talk to your friends, talk to wherever the people are that are around you that it might be affected by you taking this time to go do your Plexus Day work. Have a conversation with them. Allow them to understand what you're doing, why you're doing it, and the goals you're working toward, right? So all this goal setting, you can walk through this with them, you can talk to your kids about it, this is why I'm doing this and this is what I'm working towards and it's really important to me, or, all of that, and keep that promise to yourself. I find that consistency really is a muscle that we just need to flex over and over again. And the more we stick to the plan and the more we don't deviate, the more we just sit down and do it and knock out the work, the easier it becomes and the less resistance that there is. So it might feel hard to get in that rhythm, especially as we're transitioning into summertime. There might be some new routines forming. Try out some new things, see how they work for you, but then really commit to not giving up on your goals and not giving up on yourself and not giving up on your consistency. Because there's a reason why we use something like the Plexus Day or the Winning Day, or an IPA format, right? It's because it works. This is the formula that works in this business. There is a method to the madness, right? So understand when you're going to be doing that, and lay out when that is. But you're also going to want to, earmark a little extra time for your level ones to share. If you're, going through and sending all your people messages about referring with the current incentive, you might have an extra online event here and there. You might have an extra 3-way chat or something that you're in. And that's like a good problem to have, right? If you have a bunch of people in 3-way chats or you're doing events for people, you're helping them write posts, right? It might take a little extra time this month, but I would make sure that you're keeping up with your own Plexus Day. Make sure that you're still following up with your potentials and you're still doing your customer care and you're still posting and all of that. So maybe, 1 or 2 days a week, you spend an extra 15 to 20 minutes, working with your people on duplicating your efforts down and helping them share just like you're sharing, right? So you'll need extra time to do, that extra reach out to all your team about the incentive, maybe that extra time to reach out to the people who don't have their subscriptions on, if you're, going after that. So just know that you really want to have an understanding of when you're going to do your Plexus Day, but then mentally, or maybe physically on your calendar or on your planner or something, block out an extra 30 minutes or something on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Or I have no idea what your schedules look like, but maybe one night a week is like, okay, I'm going to connect with 5 to 10 people about sharing or the incentive or, people who quit or something, right? Set aside some time to do those little things that help kind of bring people back to your business and back to their products and help move the needle forward. Set aside a little extra time for that because it's not really included in your normal Plexus Day activities, okay? So now for the things that I want you to comment in the chat, okay? First, when are your working days? For example, mine are usually Monday through Friday. There might be some times when I deviate from that. Like tomorrow is Friday and I'm a chaperone for a field trip all day during the day, where I'm typically working. So I might need to do like partial Friday and like finish up some straggler things on Saturday. That's okay. But my normal work days are Monday through Friday. Okay, so I want you to comment that. I want you to comment your personal enrollment goal for June, as well as your team enrollment goal for June. And I hope that every single one of us will include some form of team duplication, whether that's just helping one person, your mom, refer her best friend to buy the triplex, right? Maybe that's just like one person. But I would really love us to think about how we can get duplication happening all the time on our team, even just by referring one. Okay, or asking people to have an event, or asking people for a shout out post, or asking people to, message a couple of their friends if they think they might enjoy, the weight loss products or something, right? We need to really put on that duplication hat if we want sustainable growth in our business that's not having us running ragged all the time. Okay, so you've got your working days, your personal enrollment goal, your team enrollment goal, and then your team development goal. So this kind of fits into your team enrollment goal, but I want you to note, like, I'm going to help one level 1 go silver, or I'm going to help 2 of my, newbies enroll 1, or, I have somebody who's really close to senior silver, or, whatever that looks like. Let's put that out there. Let's, cheer each other on. Let's be able to map out what we're working toward. And so comment that in the chat. So there's, 4 things. Working days, personal enrollment goal, team development goal. Okay? Please message me or message us, ask questions in the chat if you have any questions about this goal setting session, or if anything that I said doesn't make sense or you need further clarification or scripts. I'm happy to help, but try to comment your things in the chat by the end of the weekend. Hope this was helpful, guys.